So I finally caught up on Succession, and I can say it is fire, bro. I've been trying to watch Succession for like a couple months now. I don't know why it takes me so long just to go straight through the seasons, but yeah, I watched all three. Well, I watched the first two seasons and the 4 episodes that are out right now for season 3, and it is absolutely fantastic. Now, this is probably the first show where I hate everybody in this show. Like, I hate everybody. But the show's just fantastic. And that just goes to show how good of characters these individuals are. The Roy family and Tom and everyone in that show is. Now, let me go through some characters. Now, Logan Roy, he's a bully, and he uses leverage and his power to get what he wants. And I hope he goes down some way. And I've been waiting for his downfall. Kendall Roy, he's a wild card. He can like be with you in 1 minute, and then the next minute he just betrays you and just takes over the business. And I don't really know how I feel about Kendall, because at first you want to cheer for him because he has all these obstacles he has to go through. He was a drug addict, and now he's trying to take over. He's trying to do what's right, but I feel like it's only because it's for his selfish doings and not really for anybody else. So Kendall, he's a wild card, man. I can't figure him out. Now Roman is such a weirdo, man. Like, he be making these random jokes where it's just inappropriate. Talks about, like jerking people off and just such weird stuff. Like something you shouldn't really say during the workplace. You know what I mean? And it's crazy how he's just flirting with Jerry. I mean, Roman is just a weird guy, man. And I'm surprised he's not getting a lawsuit or anything for the things he's been saying. Now, Shiv. Yeah.
Lord have mercy. The Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want. Excuse me, brother. Miss Parker.
Bro. Well, now every time I go on Twitter when Succession comes on, it usually be like, yo, Shiv thick. Shiv got body, Shiv thick. I'm just like, man, it's just people, hyping him up or hype her up or whatever. Then I saw a scene with her and Tom, which we're gonna get into, and she was sitting on the table. I was like, but all jokes aside, she's a jerk, man. She's a bully too, just like her dad. She don't respect her husband at all. She's a cheater. She always, goes straight forward and tries to blame everyone else for her own doings. And she's a hypocrite, just like the rest of her family. And that's what we like about her. She was a part of politics, and now she wants to take over the business. So freak her. She's thick though, but freak her. Also, we have Connor Roy, who you don't really pay attention to be honest. He's like the eldest son, and he's into politics as well, but he wants to become president, which, looking at his actions, it's like, you do not have the credentials, sir. You do not have the capacity to do all the things you say you want to do. And he is obsessive with women, like really obsessive, to the point where he reminds me of Joe from You, and it's kind of disturbing. But he also has a wife. I forgot her name though, but it's just like, man, this boy is a creep, like a real creep. Not creepy as Roman though, but he's just creepy, bro. And you know what's funny? The Roy family, it is what it is, right? They're evil people. They're evil people. They're bad people. They screw everybody else that gets in their way. They betray one another. But you understand who they are because they're the Roy family. They're a parody, a satire of big rich families that we've seen in real life, like the Murdochs. Basically, this is where it's based from. So I don't hate them as much as I do Tom. Tom, well, at least in the first season, Tom is such a bitch, bro. In the first episode, you see him with Shiv, and you're like, who is this painting looking motherfucker? He constantly asks her, like, you know, should I do this, should I do that? And she just ignores him because she treating him like a tool or whatever. And then we meet Greg, who's just trying to get started. He started off being a mascot for an amusement park, and then having to go to New York because he don't have any money, and his mom making him go to New York to meet with the Roy family, his family, and they all taking advantage of him. But Tom, he acts like he's this big cat, this big dog towards Greg. And you like, you not about that. Tom, you not about that, boy. You not about that, Tom. Get the fuck out of here. So, I definitely hate Tom in the first season. But he's starting to grow on me when he showed some backbone at least. But he's still a bitch. So, it is what it is with him. Greg, he's probably the least unlikable person in the show. But he is like the dumbest person in the show. He be saying stuff that he shouldn't be saying, and it screws him over, and now he gonna have to suffer the consequences because of his own doings, of just doing too much or just not having any common sense whatsoever. I hate all the characters in a good way, and they're just fantastic characters. The music in this show is fantastic. I love the intro. I never skip the intro or HBO Max. I just let it play because it just had this piano and you had these violins. Like it's just classical. I just love it. And that's basically it, really. I just want to come in here and talk about Succession because I've been loving the show. Also, the best description I can give y'all is think of the Lannisters from Game of Thrones. Imagine if you take the Starks and everyone outright and it's just the Lannisters. That's basically the Roy family. They're evil. They don't give a fuck about anyone else. They'll betray one another in a second. And they just do horrible things that lead to people dying. Literally dying. Or having to suffer the consequences due to their actions. That's it for my review. Make sure to like this video. Comment down below your thoughts on Succession. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to be the first to see my new content. Alright, y'all. Peace.